Your cat is waiting. Right now, maybe on your bed, maybe by the door, maybe just staring at you from across the room. And most owners have no idea what their cat is actually asking for. We feed them. We give them toys. We let them sleep on our pillows. And yet, something is still missing. Cats don't bark for attention. They don't beg like dogs. Instead, they leave quiet little signals. Tiny messages that almost every owner misses. And when those messages are ignored long enough, something in your cat quietly changes. So what is your cat really hoping you'll do for the rest of its life? Meet Clara. She adopted her cat, Miso, 3 years ago from a shelter. Miso was shy at first, hiding under the bed, flinching at loud sounds. But slowly, with patience and warmth, Miso came around. He started sleeping at the foot of Clara's bed. Then on her legs. Then right beside her face. One evening, Clara noticed Miso just sitting and staring at her. Not asking for food. Not wanting to play. Just watching her. And Clara thought, what do you need from me, little guy? That question, that one quiet question, is exactly what we're going to answer today. Here's what confuses most cat owners. Cats are not emotionally simple creatures. They have preferences, memories, and emotional needs, just like we do. But they express those needs in ways that are easy to overlook. A slow blink. A gentle head bump. Curling up in a spot near you, not on you, but near you. These aren't random behaviors. These are deliberate acts of communication. And behind each one is a specific type of love your cat is hoping, sometimes desperately hoping, to receive back from you. So let's talk about the 6 acts of love your cat is hoping to receive, not just once, but for life. These aren't complicated. You don't need expensive gadgets or special training. What your cat needs is something far simpler, and far more meaningful. It needs to feel safe. Seen. And chosen. Because to a cat, love isn't loud. It's consistent. It's patient. And it shows up in the smallest moments of every single day. Act 1, Quiet Presence. Cats are not solitary animals the way many people believe. In the wild, cats often live in loose colonies built on familiarity and trust. What they crave is not constant interaction, but reliable proximity. Simply being in the same room as your cat, even without touching them, signals safety. It tells them, you are not alone. I am here. Studies in animal behavior have shown that cats form genuine attachments to their owners, attachments researchers describe as similar to the bond human infants form with their caregivers. That means your physical presence is not just comfort, it is security. It is home. And when you're gone too long or distracted too often, your cat notices. Act 2, Slow Blinking. This is perhaps the most underrated act of love in the entire human-cat relationship. When your cat looks at you and slowly closes and opens its eyes, that is a kiss. That is your cat saying, I trust you completely. I feel safe enough to close my eyes in your presence. When you slow blink back, you are answering in the only language they truly understand. Back to Clara and Miso. One afternoon, Clara was sitting on her kitchen floor, just eating lunch, scrolling her phone. Miso walked in, looked at her, and did something she'd never seen before. He walked over slowly, pressed his forehead against her knee, and stayed there. No purring. No kneading. Just, still. Clara set her phone down. She placed her hand gently on his back. And Miso exhaled, a long, slow breath, and closed his eyes. That moment right there. That was Act 3, Gentle, Invited Touch. Cats don't always want to be picked up or squeezed. But they deeply need to be touched on their terms. A soft stroke along the spine. A gentle scratch behind the ears. Touch that says, I see you. I'm not rushing. I'm here. When you follow your cat's lead, when you touch only where and when they invite you, you build a trust that lasts a lifetime. Here's something that will change how you see your cat forever. Cats have a scent organ in their forehead, called the temporal gland. When your cat presses its head against you, or rubs its face along your hand, it is doing something profound. It is marking you. Not in a possessive way, but in a belonging way. It is saying, you are mine. And I am yours. Research from the University of Lincoln found that cats who have secure attachment bonds with their owners show measurably lower stress hormones. They explore more. They play more. They recover from fear faster. In other words, Act 4 is this: let your cat claim you. Don't pull away when they rub against you. Don't wipe it off. That invisible mark your cat leaves on you is the highest compliment a cat can give. It means you are family. Act 5, play that feels like hunting. This one surprises people. Play is not just entertainment for cats. It is emotional regulation. It is confidence building. It is how a cat processes anxiety, boredom, and even grief. When you drag a feather wand across the floor, when you let your cat stalk a toy mouse through the hallway, you are giving them permission to be exactly what they are. A hunter. A predator. An animal with instincts that deserve to be honored. Cats who don't get regular play often become withdrawn, destructive, or anxious. Not because they're badly behaved, but because something vital inside them has no outlet. 10 to 15 minutes of active play each day tells your cat, I see your wild heart. And I celebrate it. That simple act of play says more love than any treat ever could. Now here is where it gets really interesting, because Act 6 is the one most owners never even think about. Routine. Cats are creatures of deep, almost spiritual routine. They wake at the same time. They eat at the same time. They seek you out at the same time every day. And when your routine aligns with theirs, when you are predictably, reliably present, something extraordinary happens. Your cat relaxes at a cellular level. Their nervous system settles. They stop scanning for danger. Because they know you are coming. They know what happens next. And they trust that tomorrow will look like today. Watch for these signals in your own cat. Do they appear at the same spot every evening? Do they walk across your laptop at exactly 6 p.m.? Do they greet you at the door at the same time each day? These are not coincidences. These are your cat anchoring itself to you. And every time you show up, on time, consistent, calm, you are giving them the greatest gift of all. You are being their safe place. So what can you do starting today? Sit quietly near your cat, no phone, no TV, just 5 minutes of shared stillness. Practice the slow blink next time your cat looks at you. Let your cat rub against you and don't pull away. Play with them every single day, even briefly. And keep your routines as steady as you can. These aren't big gestures. But to your cat, they are everything. Your cat chose you. Out of every person in the world, it chose to press its forehead against your knee. To sleep beside your face. To wait for you by the door. That is not nothing. That is everything. The 6 acts of love your cat hopes to receive: quiet presence, the slow blink, gentle touch, letting them claim you, honoring their wild heart through play, and the safety of routine. None of them cost a thing. They only cost attention. So pay attention. Your cat is speaking. And now you know how to answer. If your cat has ever done something that made your heart stop, drop it in the comments below. And if this video helped you understand your cat a little better, please like it, share it with a fellow cat lover, and subscribe, because every week, we go deeper into the secret world of cats. They have so much more to tell us.